Welcome back to Tomb of Fate. This is session 46 entitled Azumaten Summit. The group in question has been drawn together by Ramilda, who I'm getting some feedback, I think, from you, Dan. Um, just as a heads up. Uh, the quest in mind that she has for this group is to go up the mountain, as many others have in the past. I believe this group only Lee B, possibly Romulus, but I think mostly just you, Lee B, has gone up the mountain. You'll be using a function of these lit beacons that go up to random intervals and points up the mountain called firewalking, where you step into the fire of the blazing beacon and can appear at another location. Um, with that being said, this group, I think some people have played with other people, but just to make sure everybody's on the same page, we'll just do quick character descriptions. Joe, we'll start with you. Go ahead and tell us about BB.
Nobody has heard him say a word, even the people that have partied with him, traveled with him, which is only a handful. He's been around the whole time, but he stays really quiet. You might catch him alone in a corner somewhere, meditating, or in a serene place around. Maybe sometimes just fucking punching the wind, shadow boxing, doing a slow kata, almost dance-like maneuver. He's just constantly meditating or practicing his art. Uh, he looks poor. He doesn't have much on. He's wearing robes. He stays pretty dirty and grimy.
But he
Sorry, was I
does.
lagging?
No, no, we caught you. I was going to say, but he does have a really cool cloak and awesome goggles.
That's true. I forgot about the cloak.
It practically forced it on you. you, you
What's the cloak look like?
bats.
What does the cloak look like?
It's
We
like
got the Batman?
it's like a Batman cape.
Sick.
Yeah, probably like
I'll
a
take it.
a deep purple in coloration, and yeah, kind of that weird kind of jagged rim to the base of the bottom.
But yeah, people are guessing just by his facial features he's from a faraway exotic land, but nobody knows where. He hasn't even said his name to anybody. And he's
Awesome.
got the mark on his hand.
Awesome. Did you? Let's see. You didn't have the downtime phase, downtime puts for the uh, King Eversoul's Fury. So I want to walk through that with you real quick. So for Levy, we have 7 points for that specific downtime. Also, I don't believe you do have the dark mark on your hand. You cured it with Mainwind last time we had a downtime phase. So
Oh,
you're
well, hell
actually
yeah.
super cool.
Sorry, he used to have a dark mark.
Most of us in this group did. I think Leon's got like three under his belt or something like that. Anyway,
Let's go.
hell
That's
yeah.
my boy.
Lots
Um,
of but I've not died once.
so you've got training with Mainwind.
Or
You,
did I?
um, I don't think you have. But in all essence, it looks like for the most part,
I'm listening.
you've kind of kept to yourself. Besides Mainwind and kind of removing the dark mark. As far as the residents, are you familiar with them at all, or have you had a chance to look over those?
I have
Okay.
once before. It's been a long time, so I can't remember anything.
No worries. I'm just going to highlight three real quick that I think would be kind of a vein with your
Okay.
character that you would kind of gravitate to. There's a monk whose name is Aelin. He is an elf monk who is always kind of doing similar things to you. Meditation, practicing kind of stances and moving through his own art, which is slightly different than your own, but he's present. Then there is Halora, who is often going out on scouting runs around the area to ensure, any kind of notation or odd sighting can be investigated quickly. She's the scoutmaster. And again, it wouldn't be too hard for you to kind of volunteer without speaking to be able to kind of go on these scouting runs as a fated one yourself. And last but certainly not least, There is a quiet knife fighter named Patrick who nobody has really messed with. If utilizing the tools of the kind of assassin is something that you would kind of think about doing,
Oh boy, all three of those options are so cool.
it's like I know how your brain work and your character as well. So you have 7 points. So what you could do is you could gain the first feature of one of them, and I'll tell you what all three of those are real quick, or and then put 3 towards another, or you could put 4 down for this one and then continue their towards their higher training. So Aelin, if you train with him, you'll get the feat Tavern Brawler, which doesn't do much for you as a monk. It is kind of more of like a starting point. It does give you the ability that whenever you hit somebody with an unarmed strike, um, you push them 5 feet away from you with each strike. Or you can do it once per turn, but you can push somebody 5 feet away from you with a strike. Also, I think it's a plus to either strength or dex. Halora,
Doesn't it let you grapple?
no. That's the improved or the grappler feat, which is
Okay.
separate. Halora will give you a +5 bonus to your Wizard Perception checks. Other creatures will never have advantage against you if you're surprised. So surprise does not allow them to get that benefit. And you can train with her for acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, nature, survival, which are you spend downtime points to gain those skills. And if you unlock all 5 of them, it'll allow you to go into her higher class, like learn the cooler shit from her. And last but not least, Patrick, the knife fighter I talked about, if you train with him, he will give you a feature called knife throwing. And knife throwing says you gain a +1 bonus to range attacks and damage rolls. Or, sorry, just range attacks with daggers. And you ignore half cover and 3/4 cover with dagger throws. And also, throwing them at long distance, like 60 feet, doesn't impose a disadvantage.
Oh man. Okay, so Munchkin wise, I'm definitely leaning towards Perception Lady, but I think character wise, I would want to spar with Aelin first.
Okay. So then 4 points towards Aelin will get you that Tavern Brawler feat. I'll add that to your sheet in a moment. And then the last 3 points, do you want to move towards another teacher, or do you want to do something?
Yeah. Yeah. Did, let's. Can I just hold on to him?
Well,
Is that possible?
here's the thing. This is for the phase that came before, so if you don't spend them, they become experience instead. However, if you spend 3 right now on whatever the one you want to do next, if it's towards one of the smaller ones, you're going to gain 1 downtime point at the start of this session, which means that you can
Okay.
have another mastery or another like level
Yeah,
equipped.
I would want to go out on scouting runs too.
Aelin and Halora, I'll give you both of those features then. Okay, and then Halora mastery. Okay. Uh, okay. Brevity got that. While I'm doing that, thank you for joining us at a late hour, Brent. But yeah, go ahead and tell us about your character and run through that.
Yeah, Romulus is a 7 feet tall, pretty skinny orc. He's been studying some pieces of paper that came off of a Grisgold very heavily in the last few times he's been not out on missions. He's been pretty much just heavy study with those, so he's probably not left the library very often. He is very enamored with them and also with the spell Fireball.
Okay, and then downtime wise, you just have the 1 point.
Yeah, and to study in the Grisgold.
Of course. Let's see.
Who wouldn't be enamored with Fireball?
Exactly.
True.
I've been waiting to cast it for weeks now. Itchy.
With that, I'll go ahead and say, Orlock, go ahead and give us your character description as well.
Yes, so Orlock is a tall, rail-thin Goliath. He just looks like a gray piece of taffy stretched out too far that somebody's been scribbling on with markers. He has all those sort of ancient Goliath tattoos, but they're mostly covered up by his clothes, almost in a like obscuring way. He's been spending a lot of time researching and has been reading with Mainwin a lot as well lately. I don't think I'm going to spend just that's for flavor. His investment, I think, is mostly in. I think it was 3 points into continuing to build the decanter of water, and then 3 attempts to go to the step well and talk to the giants, of which I believe 1 was successful.
Right. And the giant total is now 16 out of 24, so we've almost got it. And then you have 1 point at the start of this session, which is separate from those points. Do you want to put it towards? You have 2 more points for the decanter, and then of course 6 more points or 8 more points towards the step well. So
let me go towards the step well and see how that goes. Persuasion, and I get the +5 from the. Oh, that might be enough. Yeah, from the angel or whatever.
Yes, +5 from the angel Gabriel's. Hold on. Then you added the 2 failed, 1 success. Did you gain the XP, right?
Yes, I added the 200 XP for those.
Thank you. All right, perfect. I'll go ahead and update that note while, last but certainly not least, Daniel, go ahead and tell us about Leon.
So yeah, Leon, if you had met him before, you would note he's very martial, kind of stoic, quiet, keeps to himself. He's in the library quite a bit, researching Saltier and Diamond Banner. He had ventured out to Hilton with a party. Orlok was included. And since he returned, he had been extremely reclusive and kept himself in a way that was really off-putting. At some point, the eyeless gash in his head, you would now see almost like this iris of black, like deep, rich black, and it's set on like kind of like an amber crystalline orb in his head now. It's rather off-putting. He's been sparring a lot at the City Watch, or the Manor Fort Watch. And despite his grim visage and his kind of off-putting demeanor, he seems a bit more purposeful, a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more directed. Yeah, Leon Dragon Eater.
Yeah, during the downtime, you obviously focus very much on researching the adamantine so that you could craft adamantine armor. You've succeeded in crafting that recipe. That recipe should be on your character sheet. You have 1 point currently available to you. Do you want to begin working on the adamantine armor?
So I think I don't have enough adamantine yet, right?
This
I only
dwarf,
have one.
this dwarf comes into the lobby, and you don't recognize him. He has a very awesome-looking dark black helmet on his belt, as well as a crown near it, a hammer, big, most beautiful greatsword you've ever seen in your life. And he walks
Nice.
into the room, and he looks to you, and he says, "Are you researching how to make stuff with that?
Yes.
Do you
Yes, I am.
do you need any more?" He says as he pulls out a bundle and drops just a whole bunch of items. You see loose bars of adamantine, mithril, dragon bone, and the like, and dragon scales kind of fall out on the table. He grabs the black piece of metal and tosses it to you. "Once you get to making it, can you help me make mine?
What is your name?
I'm Dargor." And he raises his hand up. "Dargor Blazegavel."
Oh, I love it. Gauntlet. Not. I don't
Yeah.
grab his hand. I grab his forearm.
Oh yeah, he definitely very much a martial grip, and you have definitely overheard people say the name before. There was definitely a large kerfuffle about it by Raccoon, who was like the noble individual kind of present for a little while there, who's remained a little bit more silent of late. But like his name has definitely gotten around. He's supposedly a prince, this Dargor. But yeah, he will hand you 1 piece of adamantine, and all I ask for you is the use of your recipe when time comes. So go ahead and increase your adamantine 1, and I have decreased my
Love it.
adamantine by 1.
Love it. Yeah.
Beginning working on it?
Would have my aid. And as I'm banging it out, I talked to him about what I found, like the properties of the metal, how to lay it into plate or steel.
I'll mine more.
Love it.
I think me.
Kenji seems to, perusing a shop, he seems to have a recipe for adamantine weapons.
Mhm.
Um, I plan on procuring that recipe as well.
Um,
Adamantine picks, adamantine axes.
hold on. Yeah, I've got the cash. So Dargor's going to go ahead and just buy the recipe from Kenji and come back and you need this and hand it to you. You can use it. Fair swapsies. And so,
Amazing.
any recipes that Dargor has, if you ask, he will share.
Love it. Vice versa. Excellent.
Very
Yep.
cool.
I'll start banging into the plate.
Yep. Obviously, Bunder, being the kind of guy who watches over everything, is just kind of looking to you and kind of like, noting, what you're doing. There's kind of like a subtle nodding from him, but like, yeah, it's passive. But let's see. Adamantine armor started. So basically, you are going to be fashioning this to the plate armor that you already have. You're basically going to be removing pieces. So what you're effectively doing is you're forming the plates and the covers for the metal plates that are basically acting as reinforcery, and you're leaving pieces at home, but you're still in your armor. You can still use it for questing. Okay.
I love it.
So up the mountain is a simple matter. I believe that when Romilda suggests it to you, she states that Yuli B has been
Oh
up
my god.
the mountain before. You don't need to make a check for it.
I just wanted to.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But Levy, you've definitely firewalked before.
Yes.
You'd be the one who'd kind of be able to lead them to it. And it's not something that you couldn't teach like by gesture. So the thing that you folk are kind of told by Ramilda is that Levy has been there before. And when he leads you that way, he still doesn't say anything to you. Like there are still no words expressed. Um, if you want to roleplay that walk to the beacon, you're more than welcome to. Great job, Joe. No, I'm not. I'm not being. I don't want to. I don't want that to sound insulting. I mean it genuinely. I love this character, and you are doing a great job at it. But at the same time,
I'm role playing, but I'm forcing myself to not role play.
yes.
I think Orlok would try to
Can
use
you-
comprehend languages and learn sign language and see if that works at all to talk to LB.
Libby.
Libby.
Did you take sign language as a language, Joe?
No. Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Fair enough. So you kind of like see him performing some sort of cant, and you would notice that Libby is kind of looking at you very confused.
I would try to, he would try to give out a slight smile and shrug, and then bow his head slightly, as if to maybe apologize, and then continue leading towards the beacon.
His movements seem really purposeful, right? Calculated. Like he has finesse about him. Like it's apparent, right? Joe.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Almost cat-like.
He moves a little different than everybody else, you know?
Yeah. I love it.
John, I need to add a medicine kit to my freaking character sheet. I should have had it. It's the only thing I would have kept from my background.
Gotcha.
I think I had it, but I don't have any items in my inventory anymore. It's not a big deal.
You mean a healer's kit, right?
Yes.
Would we know his name is Libby?
No.
How would we know his name?
He has not been on a quest for Rockthar yet. I'm waiting for that one, because the second he happens, Rockthar's going to be like, write your name in the book.
Yeah, he hasn't got the chance to actually reveal his name to anybody. He doesn't speak. Nobody
Yeah,
knows
I love
what.
that.
But he
I mean-
does seem to understand the common tongue. Like he reacts.
Nice.
Yeah, like he seems to respond, absolutely. And I'd say, too, the only people who have actually seen him inside of the Manor Fort, besides the couple times he's come in for sorties, would probably be people who are around or hang with Mainwin a lot. Because so far, as I say, the only person he's sought any guidance from is Mainwin in relieving the blight and also clearing the dark mark. But to everybody else, it just looks like a guy who's like hanging around. Not uncommon. Anyways, he shows you the beacon, kind of gestures to the beacon, and kind of makes a gesture for you to follow him, and he'll enter into the beacon in a simple way, and vanish from sight.
Before he does, he would put his hand over his heart and just like pat on his chest a couple of times, and then nod his head again, and then step into the beacon.
And you are whisked up to the place that you were before. This would be the mountaintop observatory, which if you recall, inside the observatory's main room up above, there was the beacon that they had lit.
Leon
And
would follow suit, doing the same thing. He would pat his heart and nod his head.
I think this is the first time, Romulus, you've been up the mountain before, right?
No.
No, okay.
No, I wanted to that one time, but I never got a chance to.
No worries.
I'm gonna grab a water.
So this is the first time you've ever firewalked. The Arcanists are very clearly aware of what's happening. You're basically stepping into the elemental plane of fire and being whisked from point A to point B through it. Now, for most people, fire burns and will kill you. However, it appears that there is some sort of latent magic inside these that form a nexus, or kind of like a wormhole, that seems to have like missing strands inside of it, but you're aware that this might broaden out beyond Azumaten and its own. There might be other places that can be firewalked to in this way. Once back at the Mountaintop Observatory, and for those who didn't get to go there, the nature of it is it very much looks like it is on top of a mountain, but I want to make sure you understand. It is not. This is not a mountain top. This is simply a top of a cairn, a portion or spire of the mountain proper. There are two mentalities on how a mountain is made, or mountain is measured, and what determines if this is one mountain or another. In that humans' mentality and elves, most surface dwellers' mentality on a mountain is a mountaintop is judged by its spire, the top, whatever the summit is. So there's a summit to one place, and then another top or summit would be another place. But dwarves determine their understanding of a mountain based on its roots. The roots of the mountain determine what is a mountain. So basically, from base to base, no matter how many tops there are, if it shares the same base, then it is all just one mountain. The tallest of these spires is not too far away, but does require you to descend down this spire quite a bit, and then ascend up the other to get to the true summit of Mount Azumaten. This is simple climbing. This is nothing more than that, and not like mountain climbing, like just hiking, kind of heavy hiking, possibly some kind of spaces to there before. And Libby, you've done this before. You've walked up the mountain, or you've been told what it's like by people who were in your group. I think Calithian, I think, was a complainer. Uh, I mean, someone who had to do it and didn't like doing it. And we heard about it. That said,
It is a pain in the ass. It's not easy.
the result of it is, all I need is everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. Excuse me. Okay. Dan, if you would roll a Constitution saving throw. Romulus and Calithian appear to be cut of a similar cloth. They are climbing up the mountain, and they are having a hard time of it. So, Romulus, you feel just absolutely tired out by this matter. It is a very tiresome event. It is cold up on the mountain, but there's surprisingly not a lot of snow up here. And the mists around you kind of have an almost steam-like quality to them. Rather than the mists of the lowlands, which are cool and chill mists. You come to the summit, and at this point there are two diversions from the summit. You can see that there is a path that leads westward, and kind of south a bit, kind of curves down the mountain. It's actually from this vantage point that you can see straight down, somewhere around because you're at the summit, somewhere around 2,000. Let me double check something. I remember it being, um, I, uh, the number I want is it's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 9,000 meters below you, like way the f down there. You can see the Manor Fort's beacon lit, and just like a small little bit of an outline of what the Manor Fort's like curtain walls like. You can also see from this perspective the hole in the side of the mountain that is the ancient stepwell. And off to the side, you can see the structure of the mountain stair as it ascends upwards.
What was the negative effect if you failed the con?
Oh, thank you. It's an exhaustion level. I think that Romulus is the only one who's getting that one.
Upon like seeing Romulus have a difficult time, Leon would take some rope out, tie it around his waist, and then give him almost like something he can hold on to steady him as he.
That's actually
marches.
an insanely awesome point. You'd be doing that the second you saw him having a problem, not
Yeah,
at the top.
as soon as I saw him having an issue.
Give him another roll. Give him advantage.
I am, that's right. So go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw, Romulus. I am absolutely agreeing with you. So that actually does cause Romulus to make it up the mountain without issue, being dragged effectively up the mountain and supported in a way like that. So Romulus, go ahead and remove that level of exhaustion if you can. If not, just hit long rest. It should do it for you. But you make it to that summit, and like I was saying, looking down the western side, you can see down below in the mists the outlines of the Manor Fort, the stepwell. You can see the stairs to the northish of you, and if you turn and look down the other way, down the eastern side, it seems that the slope is less steep down that side. It looks as though it kind of like goes down quite a bit in a gradation, and then it has a sharp drop off. In that, you can see what appear to be the next two locations, and it looks like the main determinant was the ordeals. The Hall of Ordeals was mentioned to Levi and his group that kind of ascended up the mountain, or was it the group before them? It was the group before them. The Hall of Ordeals precedes another hall of testing, and these halls are the only way for you to make it to the Sword of the Hero, which is a sword that has been planted on the mountain by a great hero from long ago. It's believed this individual is named Rooklyn.
I mean, hearing about a Sword of the Hero would definitely have Leon interested.
When we do reach that point at the top where we're deciding here which path we want to take, Levi would put his left hand on Leon's shoulder, and with his right hand he would tap Leon's heart the same way he did on his own before we went into the portal.
Love it.
And he would nod his head a little bit, and we start having a conversation about which fucking way we're gonna go.
And by we, I mean you guys.
Yeah. It's a vote of 3. It's a vote of 3 between you guys.
So what Ramilda
The silent
basically
one wants us to take another portal.
Well, there are no portals here. I would say I'll have the
Okay, so then when he touches his heart and nods, he's in agreement with. Leon would assume that he's in agreement with my.
No, he thinks
my
you're
interest
cool.
in going.
He thinks you're cool.
Yeah. All right. So when we started up the mountain, I've got a 50 speed. Like he was fucking just going up there. And then he noticed also that people were falling behind, so he started to come back. And then he saw that you took the initiative to help a homie out. That's basically what I'm trying to fucking say.
That's what he's saying. I caught you. I was with you 100%. I was like, I get it. That's adorable.
I need to study Vow of Silence monks more.
So he's kind of like he's like scratching his head and he's like, well, yeah, I don't see a beacon, and he starts looking around, and Levi's just like, you can lead a horse up to the top of a mountain, but you can't have him decide which way to go to.
Leon thinks he's in agreement with his.
Yeah. Totally fine.
That's what he believes.
I love it. Good misrepresentation.
Very practical man, very logical guy. I get it.
Romulus, I say Romulus, Orlok, and Levi. Go ahead and make perception checks.
passive?
Passive perception is the reason why you are doing it. Yours is just way out of the water, like better than theirs.
Yeah, I get a
Yeah.
get a +3. I'll just take the 18.
Got
Let's
it.
go.
I'm having my moment with Leon.
Well, that's not particularly how it works for passive. Passive is basically if you're moving around something and it's under your passive perception, then you get the key to it, right?
Is this based
Yeah.
on vision?
It's more based on the fact that they know what they're looking for and they have the passive perception to do it. Because it is very familiar to you, Levi. Go ahead. I didn't say you get to roll, you silly.
Well, I didn't mean. I was trying to cancel it. I just have advantage on
Joe,
eyeballs.
You can go ahead and make a second roll because you would have had advantage. You've been a little bit closer to these things and know how to look for them. So you would basically note that there's ash, similar to how there was ash on the observatory area. But you would see what appears to be a very kind of loose piling of it, not like it's clinging to a stonework. And when you kind of go over to it and start brushing at it, you would realize that underneath this like heavy mound of ash, there is a brazier, similar to the beacons below. So you would have access to, and I'll move you to the main map so you kind of can see what I'm saying. This is the summit. This hex here. So that's where you're located. Now from this point you have two options. You can go west or you can go east. And what you know to be to the west is the Hall of Ordeals, which leads you closer to the Sword of Brooklyn. To the east, there's supposed to be something called a cloaked jail that was notated by the scouts of the cloaked wood. And I think the interest in the chat that we had was mainly towards the hall. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
absolutely.
just out of curiosity? Is the only thing we know about the sword that it would be a great weapon against our enemies?
Against evil of all kinds, yeah.
Just checking. It's very ominous.
Well, we also know it was wielded by a guy named Brooklyn, who was an orc warrior who fought alongside dwarf astrologers.
Nice.
Sounds pretty pure at heart.
Question for the brazier.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if like lighting it will activate like another firewalk option for us?
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly right.
Okay, I would like to do that while we're deciding where we need to go.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you some.
Do they stay lit?
It takes you more time to clear the ash. We'll get to that. Well, it takes you more time to clear the ash than to actually light it. But once it's lit, you understand that this will probably only last for a number of days equal to the amount of days it'll take to get to the next set piece. We don't do accurate numbers of days.
Love it. Yep.
It is a problem.
Understood.
We don't own calendars.
Yeah, we can't move how we were moving in Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, it's easier. Here, people are like, well, if I've got all these days, then I can. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. It's downtime points. It's downtime points. I don't want to hear about what you're doing in the fucking morning. You schmucks. Anyways,
I brush
We
my
all
teeth.
do.
yeah.
We all do. We all have that munchkin brain.
Oh,
It
I know.
happens.
But I gotta quell it if we're gonna keep a balance. I have to make sure.
Yeah.
Days don't matter, hours don't matter, fuck all of that. But yeah, the Hall of Ordeals, if that's the goal, again, just going to leave that question one more time so that we can make a confirmation on that.
I'm down for the Hall of Ordeals.
Hall of Ordeals.
That's my vote.
The Silent One's interested in the Hall of Ordeals. I'm interested in the Hall of Ordeals.
Okay. Then it's the Hall of
No,
Ordeals.
just to be clear, I stay completely neutral. No preference either way.
Leon believes you to be.
Leon's like, well, I think that's what he was trying to say to me, the Hall of Ordeals.
I hope that I survive to the point where Yulibai can talk. Because I'm going to have so much cool shit to say.
Listen to me. And it's just screaming into people's faces. Okay, so showing this to players just so it's a marker on the board and done. You don't have to look at a plain gray square. That's fine. So we are moving into it. When you kind of move down the hill, like I said, it's very steep. There is a kind of bit of a series of steps that kind of wander down, but these are very precarious. But it does appear that someone has taken the pain to kind of implant these rings with very massive bolt stakes into the earth that allow you to, as you're walking on these very narrow steps, kind of hold onto the ring and move along. They're not so steep or manageable that you wouldn't be able to just walk down them and stay safe, especially if you're being cautious. However, if for any reason you were to ascend or descend these steps in the future, it would be a situation where acrobatics would be required to maintain balance. But coming down and around, you come to a cleft, like a cut or crevasse, kind of set inside of the mountain. Looking into it, you can see that there are bright lights kind of glowing in what appears to be a massive stonework. You're going to be coming to this platform, so you're not technically here yet. But basically, this vantage that you're seeing, you see what appear to be 4 lights off in the distance. Makes sense.
I don't have a token.
Lies. I know
How's
you
the
don't,
lighting?
because Zergo, well, it's dark in there, but there's enough sunlight coming piercing through that you can. I think you can see everything, right?
I don't need a lantern, is what I'm asking.
You do not need a lantern yet, no.
I can cast light on you if you prefer that.
I can see
I
the
would.
shadows on the map. We see everything out here, right?
Yeah,
And the stairs leading up.
absolutely. But you're looking at it from a good distance. Obviously, you have a pretty solid, perception, so you're able to see that. Just to kind of clarify, it looks like it's some sort of structure that looks like it's built in the dwarvish craft, and you can see what appear to be 4 bright, glowing fires. They almost look humanoid shaped to you.
Those
I'm gonna
teleport
take a
spots or
shadow.
elementals? Orlok kind of looks at the little lights, unable to fully see.
Does my 120 feet of dark vision help me at all?
It's not a dark vision thing. It's basically they're
Yeah.
at the start of this. If you're before you start moving down, you're not really recognizing exactly what they are. They're humanoid shaped fires. Um, and when you kind of get closer,
Could be big braziers, honestly.
yeah, could be like effigies being ignited in some way. There's a lot it could be, but once you kind of come down to the end of the road for you, the end of these steps, it kind of comes out into a more open, flat path. The less or the more flat-footed of you are kind of probably just after tromping across these small little stairs. Those of you who are not strong of hand or using swords, so the mages are probably because you've been grabbing onto iron rings the whole time, and if you're both of those things, I feel sorry for you, especially if you have to
Maybe
run.
it's a nice warm fire waiting for us to come sit by and relax.
Yeah, we gotta go spend our runes.
I'm just gonna say that's a hell of a foreshadowing. That's yeah, the iconography appears to be very dwarvish, and kind of moving up to the space, you could see what appear to be massive dwarvish warriors alongside this entry pathway into the mountain itself. The dwarvish warriors appear to be wielding these very large axes with dwarvish markings that seems to indicate fire. Um, and yeah, these dwarves look like they are. I mean, it's just a masterfully designed space here. If you have history trained, you may make a history check.
Oh, I want to say one thing also. While we're about to go into what looks like a cave, seeing no real torch or anything on Libby, he would hand him a hooded lantern. Roll my history.
Oh, you have the goggles. Do you want to retort?
Uh,
I don't know what those are. I just know he's a human.
he would refuse. He would just hold his hand out like stop or no, and bow his head again, and then shake his head no.
Hooded
I
would
believe
go
his
back in the
goggles
pack.
give him night vision.
Yeah, but
Oh.
And then yeah, he
absolutely.
puts some goggles on. I just want to make it clear when he's doing his daily thing in the like town, he's not wearing his fucking Batman cape and his goggles. So those are purely adventuring items. So he put some goggles on.
Oh, too bad. You had a real chance there to be the coolest.
No, dude.
Yeah, he just looks like a normal guy, normal guy in Batman cosplay.
God damn.
He doesn't talk.
I have plans for this
guy.
wondrous item that I have called the Batman cape.
Hell yeah. No, it's great. Okay, so if you got a 20 or better, it looks like just one of you, you would recognize, you just met somebody who was very similarly adorned. The markings here appear to be of dwarvish nobility, and it looks as though it's actually a faction or cousin to the Blaze Gavels, as you've read about. These are the Blaze Hatchets.
Love it.
Blaze Gavels are known as the Star Sunderers, and Blaze Hatchets are known as the Comet Cleavers.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those times where like I'm regret. I want to tell everybody how cool this is, but I can't.
I just played a cool dwarf. But yeah, if you wish to ascend up the steps and make your way towards the lights, we will discuss what happens next.
Yeah. Leon would basically say, "Stay close to me," and he taps sword on his shield.
Orlok puts on mage armor.
Already had it up.
Hell yeah.
If you throw that cast for me, I can go ahead and apply it. Target yourself and then cast it, Sam. And once you get to about here, we'll go ahead and pause.
Okay.
Once you get to about there, you would see that the lights are not, in fact, just fires. They appear to actually be beings. The beings in question appear to be dwarves, but not dwarves as you understand them. They appear to be beings made entirely of fire. They are wielding armor that seems to almost seemingly flow about their almost rock-like yet fire-like skin. And the three up front appear to have massive shields with some sort of dragon or beast or demon effigy on it, and hammers that are red hot. The one at top holds his hands up into the air, and they start to glow brightly. It looks as though these individuals are preparing themselves martially, Leon. You've seen formations kind of form in your lifetime, and it looks like they are preparing to engage you.
Hail, I would say in Dwarvish.
You would hear the one up top yell back to you in Dwarvish. Speak not the father tongue. Shut your mouth.
I wish you the best of martial prowess. And he takes his sword out and he points it towards him.
Boom, boom, boom. Hammers against shields, and I'm going to switch us to a combat encounter. Feel free to click your token, bring up your little buttons at the bottom, and then use the initiative there. I think it's this one. It isn't that one. Is it this one? No. I hate when I remember names of music that I didn't actually pay attention. I need to write these down. Whatever this is the one we're going for. Joe, if you right-click your token, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Hell yeah, look at you rolling good. Channeling hungry.
Get those out of the
Calculated.
way now.
On the initiative roll. That's what I always say. All right, looks
Now
like
I'll just
everyone's...
use my sand division.
Yeah. So the one at the top will look down at you, and kind of staring down at you, you see kind of like the hands raised, slant together, push forward, and when that does, like a ball of fire flies straight at your group and will detonate.
Is
Can I
that a
counterspell
fireball?
A ball of fire.
Okay, yeah, counterspell. Somebody's gotta.
Okay.
that? Are you doing it, or you want me to do it, Warlock? So we're both here, so I don't want us to both do it.
You said it first. You got it.
Okay, got you.
How do counterspells work in this?
That's a con save now. I think he's gonna pass. Yeah.
Shit. It's worth double counterspelling this if John will allow that.
Yeah, you can both burn your actions. I'm cool with that. And spell slots.
Okay. Oh, don't fucking throw fireball. Not on the fire.
So
Everyone
just
has a key to
just
give
to
him
save this,
disadvantage.
I'm gonna give him what I should have done on mine. I'm gonna give him a 5 for his save.
Okay.
I forgot I had 14 dice.
Okay.
So he will fail.
So the fireball will be spent because this was not spent using a leveled spell or using a spell slot. He can't recover it because it's a use instead of a spell slot. So then his action is consumed, and he will end his turn. Orlok, are you gonna cast fireball?
I want to cast fireball so bad. If
I'm
only
gonna
it
be
would
honest.
do shit.
I literally about shit myself when you were like, yeah, let's go to the Hall of Ordeals, and I'm like, okay. And then I almost doubly shit myself when Cronus was like, I can't play tonight, and I was like, well, oh, he's gonna be sad about this too.
Well, I mean, we haven't done any damage yet. You can't heal them technically yet.
The logic is there. The logic is there.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Fireball's your move, man.
I will let you know, just as a freebie, they are immune to the fire damage.
No
Really.
way.
They just don't care.
I'm gonna start targeting the mage with, or no. I'm gonna target this guy back here with Ray of Frost to hopefully
Okay.
keep him from getting into range.
All right.
Let's roll it.
Call
24
it.
hits. Rolling damage. 2d8, and his speed decreases by 10.
Okay. So yeah, you'll notice that the rhyme, despite like hitting a thing that is made of pure flame, does seem to cling to it, and it creates this kind of eerie bluish orange kind of coloring around its legs and like middle area. I will apply the damage, and I will apply the reduced movement. Leon.
I really want to stay together, like bad. I hate advancing.
I don't.
Alright.
He has fireball.
The chances that he has fireballs is high, right?
I'll move here.
He's made of it, so.
Measure this one. I'm going to attack twice.
Okay.
And we'll use the silver longsword. Does 16 hit?
It does not. It will bring its shield to kind of interpose between you and the blade.
I will use precision attack.
That'll hit.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll damage. I did not have this actually put into that little spot.
You just scroll up to
I'll click
the.
this again. Yeah. Just did
Yeah, you
this
just
way.
scroll up. So
Click
yeah, that
button.
works too. Okay. And Savage Attacker.
I'll keep that because I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay,
I may need it. I can only use it once.
understood.
But as I attack with the silver longsword, anything feel unusual? Does it weather my blade? Anything?
No, he's definitely
Does it
super
bite
hot, but
well?
like as you kind of cut into what appears to be flesh, it kind of moves like it almost moves like mud, but just very hot and kind of burning mud.
Okay. He'll twirl his sword, and while he's twirling his sword kind of to catch his attention with it, he'll buffet him with the shield,
Okay.
trying to knock him prone. Where is Shield Mastery?
Strength saving throw, right?
Yeah. Where is my Shield Mastery, though?
Was it DC?
I don't even see it. There it is, Shield Mastery.
DC 15.
15.
He falls to the ground.
Okay, as the sword is twirling, it goes back in the sheath on his back, and he pulls the hammer out from under him, and then pulls it down on top of him. It's a Warhammer.
Right on.
With
Watch out.
advantage. Fucking A.
Yeah, he kind of like gets knocked back, falls onto his kind of his keister, and as you're bringing that hammer down, you just see him kind of raise the shield up with the hammer behind it, kind of forcing your attack with a loud, almost anvil-like clang. Leon done?
I'll pass.
Romulus.
Yeah, the spellcaster. I'm gonna try to Tasha's hideous laughter. Damn,
What the fuck?
they're rolling hot
He-
on my saves.
He kind of glares down at you, and in Dwarvish, you don't understand what he's saying, but Leon, directly below him, you hear him go, "Fucking peasant! How dare you!" Romulus done.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up to here.
I think I made that guy mad.
Yeah, he did cast Fireball 5 seconds ago. I'm just gonna back up.
I will above table. I will let you know he can't do it again. The counterspell doubling up on was a smart play. Okay, so for the next move, this guy here is going to see that Leon is engaged with his ally, so he's going to actually move to interpose. He's going to target Levi and make an attack with his burning hammer. Normally. Levi, you see it coming a mile away. The thing is bright orange red and kind of just slams onto the ground with like a metal and stone kind of clong. Doesn't seem to harm the stone, but it does seem like it was a vicious hit. The rock you walk on appears to be very sturdy. Okay, at the end of his turn, he is going to use his flame aura feature, or fire aura feature, which will basically state that you will take 5 points of fire damage. I will roll that. Actually, 10 points of fire damage.
Ow.
All right. Next up is the one that's on the ground. It very quickly gets itself up, and as it kind of presses against you, it seems to be kind of trying to muddle up your shield. He's taking the dodge action.
Cool.
And then last but not least, the one that is kind of ice frozen is going to move its 20 feet, and you can see the ice breaking off of it as it kind of like jumps down off the steps and lands, and it's like trying to shake it off and angrily like bashing at his armor with the hammer. So that effect will be gone on his turn end, and it'll go to Levy.
As much as it sounds like a bad idea, I'm gonna punch this guy.
Okay. As you kind of like, and don't forget to target your guy, but yeah, that'll miss. But with your first attack, as you kind of come in with it, you're kind of very trepidatious. You don't want to like throw your hand into like molten lava or fire, so it's kind of like not full on, right? And you're not sure. The strike isn't as perfect, but you start thinking about that beacon. Do you want to make an attack as an open or as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of feel through the fire and then strike right into his face. So the first attack kind of just like hits against his shield and he laughs at you, and then as you kind of like focus, it's like bam, just smashes him right in the nose. Give me the damage. Yeah, solid blow right to his face. It doesn't burn you. It feels like punching like mud or punching, a bag of sand almost. And you can actually see his face kind of distort from the blow. It almost looks like there's an impact of your like knuckles in his beard and face. Okay, that should end your turn.
Yeah.
The Pyromancer will move to the edge here and kind of point down at Romulus and just fire a flame burst. Try that again.
Oof, that's a lot of damage.
Not just a hit.
Shield.
Well, so yeah, that suffices. Go ahead and throw it up there so you waste the spell slot. But yeah, and there you can hear like just loud cursing in Dwarvish. Dan, fill in the blanks in your mind. You hear what he says. It's not nice. Orlok.
Okay, time to actually use a spell. We are going to cast Chromatic Orb on the one in front of Leon. Chromatic Orb cold at 2nd level. Let me target properly. Hold on. There we go. Let's get this attack roll. Come on, baby. That's not gonna hit.
Okay. Yeah, just shoots up, misses. Anything else?
Moving to the side. I still need to be within 60 feet of the bastard.
That's fine. That works for me.
Perfect. That's turn.
Leon.
Okay. So I can obviously tell he's dodging.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move around him.
Oh, I forgot to do his
I know.
fire. I forgot to do his fire aura at the end of his turn when I did the dodge action. I'm sorry.
Can you do it as a bonus action or an attack action?
It's at the end of each of his turns. It just does it.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to throw that up
You're
on
alright.
him as well.
Don't sweat it.
It's automatic, so it'll be 6 damage to Leon.
I'll take 6.
Okay. I did it to Joe and rolled really high, so I'd feel really bad if I let you get away with it.
No, you're fine. I'll Is that the beginning or the end of his turn?
End of the turn.
The end of his turn.
Mm-hmm. At the end of each of their
He's
turns,
dodged.
they're going to whoosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best way to visualize it is like they'll kind of like Super Saiyan grunt, and fire will kind of shoot out of them.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll move here and provoke an attack of opportunity with him having disadvantage, AC 21.
Okay. He will miss.
Okay, love it. Can I riposte that?
It's an attack made. Yeah, you can definitely try to.
Okay, cool. Well, he dodged. Fuck it. I'm not riposting him. I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me with the warhammer that I have
Absolutely.
equipped. Oh, I gotta target him. And then let's go ahead and do a normal attack. Oof, that sucks.
Another
I'm not gonna. I won't precision that. I will again try to knock him prone.
Okay.
This one with Shield Master. Okay.
He
And
manages
then
to kind
sword
of
comes out.
lock his shield with you, similar to like what the last one was doing. Okay.
Actually, fuck that. I'm taking out Tree Bar. Last attack. Oh, that's not worth. I don't want first plant. I want a regular attack.
Please and thank
Normal.
you. Yeah. They are not plants. That'll hit.
Okay, cool. That's first plant. God damn it. Just savage attacker. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's 7 so
Ugh.
far. 7
A
plus.
7 plus 6.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use I think it's a con save for topple. I'll try to topple him to knock him prone.
Minus 13 and topple. Do you have topple trained? It doesn't seem to show that you do.
I switched my halberd over to
You know how to do
I have
that on your
4 that I
sheet?
can. No, how do you do that on your
Sure.
sheet?
If you go to the bottom right corner of the first page, do you see where it says weapons?
Yes.
Click edit, and then when you go to that same
Oh.
section, you can click the cog there, and you can actually change your martial on the
Okay,
side.
cool. So not that one, not that one, that one. Where's great axe or battle axe? And then where is great sword? Great sword. Cool.
They'll
Thank
be
you,
knocked
sir.
prone.
Okay, I love it. He's prone.
All right, and that's it.
Action surge.
Okay.
And again, tree bar attack with advantage. Damn, dude.
That'll miss.
Okay. And then another attack.
Yep.
Oh.
With advantage.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry, baby.
It's okay.
1d20
Just do better.
plus 7.
Why'd you roll?
That would hit.
Why'd you roll it like that? Why didn't you just click tree bar again?
Because typing it feels more appropriate.
No,
and then
it doesn't. It's
I'll
horrible.
savage attacker. Savage attacker that.
How would that be more appropriate?
I'll take this 9 damage to him, and
that is your turn.
that is my
Romulus, you're up.
Question for you,
Yeah.
right? This could be wrong. Since they're like dwarf size, would they be considered campfire size?
Sure.
Could I put their flames out with prestidigitation?
No.
Okay. That was what I was gonna ask.
I love that.
Okay. That being the case,
I will say, if for function, if you want to ready your action to cast that spell, right when they're about to use their flame aura, I will say you can counter their aura at the end of their turn.
My man's diabolical. He said they're little people. Yeah.
Are they about bonfire size? Are they about campfire size? I can put them out, right?
I think that's probably the best thing I can do then, yeah. I'll
Okay.
ready my prestidigitation to cancel out one of their flame wars, whichever one happens first in the people I can see.
Sure. That will be the one against Lee B. Yeah. This one will look at Lee B, still kind of focusing on him, and swing his burning hammer. Normal. You managed
That was almost a 16.
Yeah, I saw it. You managed to kind of get behind this little, what appears to be a hammerhead, or like plinth rather, for the axe, and like slams into it. And then as he's kind of like, oh, you see Romulus behind you kind of say, well, cash. And then as he does that, like the fire just immediately snuffs out for a second. And so like the hair and like the beard are all like fire, and that all disappears for a second. And so it's like this very strange looking like lava man for a second, and he's like, oh, and then it kind of like it sets back, but it doesn't burn you.
Love it.
That's fun.
If this guy, just out of curiosity, if he ever did hit me, what type of damage would it be?
Burning Hammer does 1d10 plus 3 bludgeoning plus 1d6 fire. So you can definitely.
I wish he would hit me.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, if you say that, I'm gonna crit. You just don't want to test. You don't want to test my measure. I don't mean to do it. It's just the dice demand recompenses. You will then be flanked. Flanking's not a thing, but
Yeah.
they're going to
I like it though.
get you. Burning Hammer. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Swings and misses. And then we'll use Fire Aura.
Cost.
Oh, God.
Usability.
Sweet. Come on, baby. Come on, darling.
That'll
Does
hit.
it hit?
Yeah.
Nice.
6. And then give me a strength save, please.
You've been found wanting!
Just to speed it along, even if you were to knock him prone, you'd just get up and attack again.
I don't know.
Or attack out and burn. It's fine.
In my brain,
Yeah, it's okay.
he's on the floor.
Yeah, he gets knocked down, he
Little
gets back up, and then he does the Super Saiyan thing. So, burn.
I get knocked down. I get up again.
100% what's playing in his head right now. The Azer. It's like 2 points of fire damage. Got you.
Hating it.
And then the other one will do the same. Wait a minute. Oh, you killed him. Oh, okay, cool.
What?
This guy behind you that you hit a bunch of times before you turned around, he was actually...
That was a lot of damage.
He was just actually dead.
Oh.
The one you were attacking
Okay.
initially knocked over and beat on. I didn't even realize he was dead. It happened so fast. So, like, you actually, like, hit, and you're, like, blocking, and then you turn around waiting for the attacks, and you just see the guy bleeding as he's, like, shooting this kind of, like, reddish color, slams to the ground dead. So awesome.
Yeah. With my battle cry.
Ah! Okay, then it'll go to clear participant and end turn. Levy.
Alright, I'm gonna punch this guy a lot of times. I'm gonna spin the focus.
Bam, 3 attacks. Punching. Uh, 16 misses. 17 is the target for these guys. Hit, and one more. Ah. Alright, damage. Good. Yeah, he kind of hits against the wall. There's like a clang, like a bit of fire scorched on the stone, and then a bunch of hits come in. The first one kind of bats the shield down. The next one catches him in the face. The next one's like a kick against his armor, and it seems to come to topple him back a little bit. And he looks a little bit confused. Go ahead and end your turn, and it'll go to the pyromancer, who was still really mad about this guy existing. So I'm going to throw another flame burst at you. I believe that hits.
Does.
You want to do another shield or no?
Nah, I'm saving my spell slots now.
Alright. Slams into you for 14, which I have applied. Which actually causes you to reel back down the steps a bit and like spit a bit of like charcoal tasting blood out of your mouth. Okay. It'll go to Orlok.
Okay. So, one of the guys that Leon is fighting is dead, but the one in front of him is not. Or the one...
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what you're actually going to witness, and this is something that I just thought about. So this one's kind of beat up. So is the one that Levy is kind of fighting, and this one's very dead. So you'd actually see the pyromancer throw the flame burst in anger and then look down, like contemplatively, and then start moving away from the balcony after witnessing what he saw.
Shit. We can't have a runner. Let me move Orlok. Where can I go? 35 feet. Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Oh, just so you understand, there's elevation here to deal with.
Does elevation make it slower?
No, it's not that it makes it slower. It makes it harder to see him. He's running across a balcony that's about 40 feet above you.
But I can assume if he ran that direction, he's running away, right?
Yeah, that's fair. But right now, there's no line of sight, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I can't hit him. That's fine. I was planning on trying to hit this guy with a Ray of Frost as I go by.
Got it.
Ray of Frost. Let's actually hit this time.
Nah.
Let's not. Nope.
I wanted to be a crit.
Okay.
So it goes. That's it.
All right.
Okay. Kind of catching the vibe of what's happening. I'm gonna action second wind.
Yeah, you don't have another action surge.
And no. Let's see how this does. So we'll use this, and then I'll go ahead and roll that.
Did you target
I
yourself?
healed the wrong guy. That's fine.
Okay, he gets
But I'm
back
gonna
up
use
because
tactical shift.
he was dying. So
So I'll move half my speed without provoking opportunity attacks. 1, 2, 3. How high up is this if I were to try and hop up?
that's about 40 feet, 30 feet from where you're at. Yeah.
Okay, so
As
now
you
I'll
can
move
see,
my one.
gradient, gradient, and then gradient. So this is where it becomes level.
How about hopping up?
That's
up
about
there?
that's
Okay.
about 10, 15 feet. So it would take 20 feet of movement to go up.
Okay.
But you can see that you can just run up the stairs. So like on your next turn, if you want to continue going up, or if you want to continue going up right now.
Yeah, so 45. So that burns all of my movement. I'd have to dash to get next to him, and I will do that.
Okay.
As I'm doing that, I'm pulling out sword and shield is going away. Halberd is coming out. How dare you run,
He pays you
fucking coward! And I use his curse, his profanity.
He pays you 0 attention.
Okay, cool.
Next up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action focus.
Okay.
Because I is hurt. Target myself.
Sorry I left you there, Orlok.
You also didn't target in
I'll
time,
take care of it.
so it's connected to the pyromancer.
You go get it.
Go ahead and roll
Oh, I'm sorry.
or add your 6 manually.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Then can I use my action to well, they both look pretty hurt, so I don't think I need to do anything specific to stop them from fire damage.
They're a little hurt, but they're not like super dying. Like they could definitely use help to vanish them out.
Okay, gotcha.
But
yeah,
the odds were definitely not in the favor of their group, which is why he ran, and he's definitely caused enough confusion that his team might be able to rebalance here.
Yeah, I'm going to Toll the Dead, the one in front of Libby.
Mm-hmm.
He is down
Actually,
there.
Shatter Spike's out, John, not the Halberd.
Okay, yeah, 2 for 9 4.
You're like, I already know, Dan.
You can just have the
It
weapon.
doesn't matter.
You just have the weapon you want out. It's fine. Wisdom saving
throw from him.
Yep. And
I just gotta stop casting spells. I just
that's
gotta
it.
be a support this game.
Yeah. I think it's just time to hang it up. You know.
Yeah.
Just start hitting people.
I hear that's fun.
Start throwing hands with them. Yeah.
So he's going to swing his hammer at you, Libby. Yeah, narratively, I think it's going to be a situation where he shatters the hammer against the plinth, and like the head
you guys can hit me, yeah.
kind of sparks, and he kind of angrily shoots his fire aura, and will try to burn you for 5.
Yep. Yeah, I got burned. This guy's definitely on fire. He's heating up.
He turns into sand and he flies out of his armor. Don't heat my metal. Don't you heat my metal. Okay, it'll go to this one here, who will rush out and attack your mage, who is left unguarded.
I know. I believe in him.
That's a bad idea. Do you want to cast shield?
Shield. Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, you said nope. Yeah. Which was it?
It was yes. I'm casting shield. I did the hand motion.
I didn't see it. I heard nope.
1 second. I'm casting it.
It's fine. Totally cool. So yeah, blocks. I didn't do a lot of damage anyways. And then it'll fire aura, which will just happen. And then
Ooh.
bit of damage.
I'm gonna
Yeah, use your thing.
Stone's Endurance, yeah.
Make sure you target yourself before you do it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Thank you.
And then click it again. You click the healing, which means you're going to apply the healing to your target. Go ahead and add it manually. Just return 8 hit points back to yourself. Sorry, you didn't. When you targeted it, you have to click the ability again, or it'll.
No. Oh God.
It's okay.
Okay.
Then it'll go to Libby.
All right, I'm gonna use a focus point to be able to disengage and dash this round. Although the disengage isn't gonna mean too much. I guess my action is to do the same thing I did to Leon, and before we went into the portal, I look at the fire elemental in his eyes, and I tap on my heart with my fucking hand a couple of times, and then I start moving around really quick.
He looks like he wants to kill you.
Yeah, he's still gonna get an attack of opportunity because I'm being obnoxious.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, I'm gonna disengage 5 feet this way.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Disengage is just for the rest of the turn. You don't provoke opportunity attack. If you're booking it, you're booking it.
I'm running this guy down.
You think you are?
Just as a cinematic effect, my jump is doubled for this turn because of the focus point I used. I just jump up these stairs.
Okay. That's a bonus action, I believe, to do that with Step of the Wind. Or whichever ability you utilize for the disengage for a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
So
I still have
action.
a movement and just action?
Yeah, because you move 50. Disengage is an actual movement. It says,
Right.
yeah, you don't provoke. But if you want to dash, you could definitely run around him. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. And your turn. On his turn, he will firewalk 50 feet, disappearing from sight and becoming a mote of flame that shoots across the way, stopping right at a massive door. It's like I definitely like made you aware of what we're getting into. To a massive door. You hear him raise his hand, or you see him raise his hand and yell up to the air, "Durgaden!" And when he does so, you can just hear and feel the whole mountain shake. I know this is a Dungeons and Dragons game, but you need to pause for creative license because we're going into an FMV, okay? So I'm going to state some things that are happening that sound like they're more than 6 seconds. This is not an invitation for you to be the hero. You can't press start to go through it. I'm going to explain this shit, and you're just going to suck it up, okay? Because we got to have cool moments. So, you would see that the door in front of him opens, but as it does so, cascades of magma descend from above and slam down into small little channelways all throughout the space, and you can actually see the flow of this liquid hot rock actually pierce through underneath the space, underneath the landing and underneath the balcony, and you can hear it shooting out into the crevasse below. And I'm going to show you what that looks like now.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it takes longer than 6 seconds. I'm sorry. There's just no way that that's not doing that, okay? But no, you don't get a free action. When he sees the door open, he will then take the dash action and move inside. Vanishing from sight.
Well, tried.
Alright. It'll go to Orlok.
Well, shit. If I used a ranged spell attack, I would have disadvantage right now on this guy, right?
That's correct.
I would not have disadvantage if I shot the guy who's in front of Romulus, though, would I?
That's correct. Well, no. If you're adjacent to an enemy, all range attacks.
All range attacks. Okay, so it wouldn't matter. Okay. No being clever. Let's step back, eat an attack, and try and I guess I'm moving up.
What I will
towards.
say is if you stand close to any of the fire channels, you'll be taking fire damage. So just as a heads up.
Can I jump over them safely,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
is it
yeah.
like
You
a?
can move over them safely. It's just that if you
Okay.
remain near them, they will kind of burn you a bit.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna move up 35 feet here.
Okay.
There's 20 feet, 30 feet,
And 5 more.
5 feet here.
Cool. Orlock, you said you disengaged?
I did not disengage.
Okay, so I do get an attack. Got it.
I cast. He gets the attack.
Cool. Normal. Believe that hits.
That is a hit, yeah. I'm not gonna burn another spell slot on it, so he'll get some damage in.
A little bit. Do you want to use another stones, or you're good?
No, I'm good. I'll take 8.
Cool, cool, cool.
It's
You're hit.
fine. Just
Orlock,
concentrate.
action.
Yes. We are going to try and cast a chromatic orb at level 1 and target this guy again. Obviously cold, if I didn't say that.
Totally cool. I assumed it was not fire.
Yeah, I think anything but fire would probably be the same.
Poison.
I just think cold is like.
I think poison would also be ignored.
Okay.
Okay. Hit. Excuse me.
Alright. Come on, baby. Roll a double. Roll a double. Roll a double for me.
You rolled a double.
Okay, you rolled a double, you dumb,
But
you
the-
dumb motherfucker.
The problem is that it will not be able to target the next target because it's within 30 feet for the bounce. Yeah.
30 feet to the bounce. Okay, all right.
So I will
Well-
say that it does bounce. So you watch the chromatic orb hit him in the head and kind of like freeze on his face, and then it bounces and hits against either like the balcony bottom or like tries to shoot off towards the other one and just kind of falls short like a snowball. But this
I'll
guy's...
have to work on that later.
All right, Leon.
Okay. I want to. How far is it to jump down and roll?
Honestly, it's got enough like Art Deco that if you're just climbing down and like kind of getting down there, it's just going to be whatever the movement is up to the edge, and then it's going to be 40 feet of movement down. So you'd have to dash to kind of get in front of Orlock if that's what you're trying to do.
I want to actually move forward, roll like tumbling down. I'll take damage. Well, yeah, fuck it. I'll just dash.
Yeah. So you make it to the
So I
bottom.
would have to go.
Yeah, you kind of like drop down, grab a hold of it, and then kind of like drop down to the next Art Deco piece, spin around real fast, hitting the ground like with a knee, sprinting up from that position and like rushing in front of Orlock with shield and shatter spike in hand. Cool. Leon done. Romulus up.
Can I move here instead?
Yeah, that's
Kinda
enough
give
movement. I'm
more
okay
of
with
a-
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Romulus.
Yeah, so seeing that, none of my actual spells are doing anything, and I'm very saddened, other than Prestidigitation.
And you've been left all alone here with this guy.
And I've been left all alone. Let's see.
Bleeding.
Let me see what the movement in here is. So that'd be 30.
Dash.
So
You want to dash to Leon?
Six-
I'd say you
60.
I'd say you could get to here. I think there's
Okay.
movement there to get to there, if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go there.
First I'm gonna, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna bonus action dash with my Adrenaline Rush.
Okay. And gain some temp HP.
Yeah,
Don't forget to target yourself before you...
I'm bad, I'm sorry. And then,
Ah, shit.
and they're in there. And then, the one right here that has been hit a lot, I'm gonna shoot at with my pistol.
Okay.
And miss.
Yeah, no, it hits, but it doesn't seem to pierce. Okay. Done. Goes to them. The one that was hanging out with you is really sad, but will turn and look back up the steps and just take the dash action, making his way to Libby. He's down on the steps, kind of coming up towards you. And then his turn is done. It'll go to this one here, who is going to look at Leon indignantly and smash into him with his shield and hammer, targeting Leon. Leon! 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 Leon!
You got this, brother.
Yeah, it cling against the shield. Nothing happens. Done, but before he's done, he will fire aura and roll for 8 points of fire damage on.
Hating it.
Yeah, it sucks that it's free. It's kind of cheating. All right, Levy, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna punch this guy.
You can also shove
I'm
him.
down to. I'm gonna use a focus, so I'm down to 2 focuses.
Okay. Oh, you have Tavern Brawler as well. So when you punch him, you can actually knock him away from you.
Is that a good thing? Like I want to punch him 3 times right now.
Yeah, if you want to punch him 3 times, you can. I'm just saying if you wanted to get away from him, because it sounded like at the beginning when you were saying you're kind of like, oh.
Nope.
Like your last punch you could push him with.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then dip away.
Yeah, I'll
from
do
him.
that.
All right.
Just to frustrate.
Nope.
That'll miss. Second attack. That'll miss. One last attack.
This is one that's going to push him away.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Slams into his shield. I'll remove this participant because he has escaped at this point.
Okay.
And then it'll go to Orlok.
All right. I am going to Ray of Frost with the motherfucker in front of me. Hit. Please.
Yes.
There we go.
That'll hit.
And damage. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
We'll take it.
He is effectively bloodied at this point.
Excellent. And I'm going to step back up so that I can come into line of sight with Levy and see what's going on up here as well.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to see him at least. He may have cover for range attacks, but you can definitely see him. Orlok done. Leon up.
Gonna attack. Let's go here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Heroic Inspiration or
Nope. No.
Okay. Roll a
Because I
d20.
don't regain it. I don't regain it anymore, do I?
You don't.
He's human. I thought he did.
That's not a thing for 5th level.
So
After
Okay,
5th level,
the
it
human
goes-
regain is.
Yeah, because it's basically set in there because everybody regains like a human. What he has one every day. He starts with. He just doesn't. He doesn't get a fresh one every time he spends it. So okay, done.
Second attack. Oh,
Okay.
I'll buffet him again. Give me
Strength.
yes. Or this one, I think. Yeah, this one's strength.
He'll fall over.
Oh.
You have advantage.
Attack with advantage.
That'll miss by 1.
That's fine.
He's prone. You can move away from him if you want to. Romulus does go before him as well, so you can definitely both retreat.
Okay. It just feels weird. I'll move up here.
Yep, giving a little bit of
and then
way.
into my turn.
All right. Orlok. Wait, Orlok? No. Boom, bam. Somebody didn't hit on their turn. Romulus, you're up.
Yeah, I'm also going to back up 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get to there, and I'm going to prepare the prestidigitation to stop the fire on whichever one I can see that does it first.
Probably the one fighting Levy. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
It's that time. So it'll swing its broken hammer. So I'm going to just swing with disadvantage. Nothing. And then it'll try to flame aura at you, but it'll be suppressed by prestidigitation. End your turn. Thank you. The next one will try to catch up but can't because it is currently very cold. Okay. Levy. You are up. Monks, focus. He's gonna attack 3 times, you guys. He's hitting once. He's doing damage.
Oh no, I made a mistake.
What?
I wasted a focus point.
Oh. Okay. Do you want to keep punching him?
Oh yeah, we're punching him 3 times.
Alright, third one.
Monk is so weird.
Okay, that'll miss on the last 2.
Yep.
Alright, it'll go to Warlock.
I like the audio that they have for Monk. Like, all of these things are really neat.
What do we got, Sam?
We got Ray of Frost on the one down there.
Okay.
Let's do this shit.
Damage.
And
Just enough. You'll hit him, and he'll fly back down the steps and kind of hit the ground, and his fire extinguishes.
and Orlok just kind of pants a little bit. Oh, thank
Sweat.
goodness. And then realizes that there's still like an active pummeling going on.
And like you kind of are sweating, and you turn and look at like all the lava cascading and everything. You're just like, oh, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, Leon.
Seeing that guy having passed or died, he'll put his sword away, take out his warhammer.
If you're gonna use the specific terminology, get brutally murdered by ice magic, by cryomancy.
Fuck yeah. And having so many weapons is like a lot of fun. Attack with this. 21.
Mm-hmm.
I'll push him.
Oh, just give me
Down
the
the
damage.
stairs.
Just give me the damage.
Okay.
We're doing too
He's
much.
dead.
I want to see the damage. Savage
I'll
attacker.
roll it.
That'll be sufficient. Yep, so you come over and kind of just quickly, like, move around Levy, slam your sword into him, and it throws him down the stairs. He actually kind of bounces like, a burning log down the steps before kind of just laying on the ground and seemingly kind of going out at the base.
Okay.
Once you have defeated them, you all kind of turn and look inwards and can see that the door, massive and daunting, still kind of yawns open. It seems like cool air is coming from inside of the mountain out, and it's kind of breathing this kind of fiery warmth out into the area you're in.
Do we take time
Yeah,
to recuperate, or just
you can
rush
take a
in?
short rest if you'd like, or you can go right in.
Do we have time to loot the bodies? Can we check
They
for?
don't have anything.
Okay, all right. I'm good for a short rest, but I don't need it.
If we don't need it, I suggest we just push.
And the only thing I would use it for would be spell slots.
Yeah.
So I can just focus for my healing real fast.
How are you, Silent One?
He nods his head, agreeing.
I believe
Let's
you
press
get your focus back if you take a rest, though. All right, we're going in. As you enter into this space, bear with me here for a second.
Were you gonna give us like a short rest without spending
Yeah.
our heroic?
You get one. Now the new rule is you get one short rest per engagement.
We
So we
should
can
do
burn
the
it
rest.
later.
We should do the rest, guys.
Yeah, let's just do the rest. Let's burn the rest.
Okay, so take a short rest. That'll give me a second to get stuff situated here. You should be able to click the short rest button at the top of your sheets there. And I find it very funny that as I started burning the world around you, my wife lit incense, and it smells like fire. The space inside, as you're kind of making your way in, it's very cramped at first, but then it seems to open up to a very much larger space. And looking at the space, it appears to be very well lit, much more well lit than you had anticipated, especially with the hallway leading up to it. And what you would see is, I'm getting a lot of background sound. I'm sorry, who was that? You would see, bear with me here, the following. Remove Zergo Jr. from the party. Remove Zergo Sr. from the party. Add Romulus. Place party. You would see it open up to what appears to be a small little town-like structure. Inside, directly in front of you, there appears to be a statue of a dwarf wearing a goat horned helmet, and he appears to be similar to the statues outside, with an axe kind of set in. Damn, I can also hear you typing. Sorry, that's really loud. It's okay. I just didn't know if you knew. Okay, but this is the space that you see before you. I'll lead you to it, and just tell me where you'd like to go, or if you have any questions about anything that you see.
Can I go up and roll history on the statue?
If you are aware, or if you were kind of talking about, or if you want to talk about, it is the Blaze Hatchet Patreon. Or Patriarch.
I would
Yeah.
tell them what I knew.
Durgeddon the Black, or Durgeddon Blaze Hatchet.
Sick. Comet Cleaver.
So these shops here, do they look like they've recently been like cleared or abandoned? Does it look like it was?
Everything here
Things were
looks
moved
like
in a
it
rush.
was left in state, and it has basically just mildewed or rotted, and it looks like it's been here for years. It would be hard for you to determine how long, but if you'd like to try, you can make an investigation roll. Oh my god, loud ass.
Anyone else want to try that?
Yeah, I mean, I would if no one else would, but
I'll let you.
all right, I was doing some. Nice.
Yeah, 21.
21, you say? So, yeah, probably 10 years ago. And the reason why you're able to catch on to that is there's something known as a Yam of Ages that appears to have expired. Yam of Ages are believed to go ripe about 20 years into their life cycle, and then have about 10 years before they go off.
Interesting. This is more of like a remembrance question. I'm pretty sure we found a body and a dwarvish body of like dwarven armor.
Blaze Hatchet.
And yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It was given to Hilda. Iron Toe.
Yep. She was with us when we found it, so we were like, oh yeah, I'll take it.
Is there any writing on these buildings that like denotes what they are? Like any
No.
tavern signs?
Like kind of notating things with writing is seen as kind of gauche in dwarvish culture, and usually they just use iconography, so more runic.
Any icons?
Nothing that you're able to discern because it's local function only.
Okay. If anything sticks out, I'm going to be looking for craftsmanship. He has a lot of respect for dwarven craft, so Leon's kind of looking out actively for signs of like, I don't know, blacksmithing or armor craft. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I would say that what you're noticing is that it looks like there are these massive structures ahead of you, kind of on an ascent over what appears to be like a ravine of some sort or channel. And you can see that there's some movement and kind of like a bit of orange flickering that's happening up near this massive statue, again, of Durganon, this time seen holding a hammer instead of an axe.
You bitch. I tease. I love you.
He's got a craft. You can't craft with a hatchet.
You just turn it around. It's a fucking hammer. What do you mean?
That's how these
Is
things work.
the quiet warrior staying with us, or is he kind of like?
Yeah, he's sticking with you.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, yeah, if you are wanting to ask anything about any of the other things, like the shops, it does look like you're coming across what appears to have been some sort of cloth vendor here on the right. Looks like there was a book merchant here, but this bookshelf area looks like it's been completely torn bare. Like there are no books that are present here. And the other thing that you're noticing, Romulus and Orlok, is that there are faint scorch marks on the shelves. So whatever grabbed these books probably might have been somebody you've met already.
This must have had secrets of the Grisgold, and they took them from us.
They knew we were coming.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does look like there are some armaments that, upon kind of inspection, you would note that they appear to be just typical armaments. Most martial weapons will be present here. The quality seems to be of an exceptional quality, which is just one step above normal. But they're still just mundane, non-magical weapons. There is.
I mean, honestly, I'm using a lot of mundane magical weapons.
Yeah,
So.
if you just want to increase one of them to, they won't have a silvered longsword, but they would have like a war hammer, which you can upgrade to exceptional.
Exceptional. I'll do that. I'm gonna put dwarven on there though.
That's fine. Exceptional dwarven hammer. There's a very large staircase that goes up between these two pillars, which at the top there are these glowing crystals. And if you've noticed, there's this emanation that's kind of generated from those crystals that seems to be all throughout the space. And the more you dwell on it, Dan, you've got to hit mute when you're typing play. I love the clicky sound. I do love it, just not when I'm talking. But there's a large staircase that ascends up between them. On the left side and the right side of those, you can see there's dwarvish runic marking, and the runic marking seems to denote the same word on both sides. It's the word judgment in dwarvish. This is the only writing that you've seen, but it's more of a runic writing, so what you would determine as readable, but spellcraft.
Anything left on this one? It looks like it has like had ores at some point.
Yeah, so this looks like it had like some random bits of gemstone. I would say that you would be able to collect. Let me go ahead and throw a pile up for you. It is something I didn't notice before, but I will fill it out because it does look like it would be treasure, and treasure that Azure wouldn't care about. So treasure, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 20 of these, about 15 of these, and probably about 10 of these, or 12 of these. Alright, done. But yeah, it's mostly just gemstones.
Yeah.
Sick.
Anybody else interested in gemstones, or
I mean,
I will point it out. Okay.
they're money, right? Like,
That's true. That's
Can
true.
you grab them all?
yeah,
I
I
can,
don't see
yeah.
Vinny.
We'll
Yeah.
distribute them after.
Okay. Do you
You said something about the spell work. Is it still? Could I roll an Arcana on that to see if there's any like still going
um,
like enchantments and shit?
Oh yeah, there does appear to be enchantment still present. It seems that whatever is powering those gemstones up at the top of these spires is coming from these runic markings here, these pillars, and it also seems to be kind of very, very closely associated with what's at the top of the stairs. And if you make your way to the top of the stairs, you'll see that there are runic markings that match the exact same thing, saying judgment in a circle around a massive anvil on top of which sits a massive form of clay that looks like it's kind of been pressed by hand onto the space and kind of just like is laying there in a mound. When you kind of look to it and step forward kind of curiously, you'd see the clay bubble. Just kind of like pop. Almost as if it was like heated. Um, and
Maybe they judge your craftsmanship here.
Seems fitting.
to kind of speed this a bit along, when you're up here, you can see that there's a passageway to the left and a passageway to the right. Um, and it looks like those are guarded by similar stones to the big towers.
The I'll approach the anvil.
Okay. The form will kind of move a bit, and then a massive arm will kind of like very massively kind of jump up, and giving you enough time to kind of evade it will swing at you.
Okay. I mean, I would step back though.
Yep. It kind of forms what appears to be a face, and the face looks similar to the dwarf or to the pyromancer you saw before. And he would say in this very kind of just harsh, earthy tone, "I cannot die now." In Dwarvish, he says to you, "You had no chance."
So the form that did he turn himself into like some type of a golem? Is that what it would appear, or like
He
is
right
he
now is just a
immaterial?
pile laying on the anvil. He does not appear to have taken a full form yet, but it does look like he is taking humanoid properties. Much larger than he was before.
Well, if I know anything about Dargor, left is always the right option.
I mean, I don't know if we're.
Must be a dwarven truth.
I think we're about to fight.
Oh, you think this thing is
No,
gonna?
no.
Uh-huh.
That's not accurate.
Okay.
It will only fight if you fight it. You would see that it appears that it cannot get off of the anvil, and it's trying to
Can't leave
move,
the anvil.
but it's not really moving. It's able to kind of pseudopod itself in its own space. It looks like the mages are cutting to the left. Do you wish to bypass all these and walk into the passageway on the left?
I would stay with the mages.
Okay.
100%. I'd try and
Yeah.
stay with them.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm really intrigued by the dwarf. Do you guys know of any kind of arcane magic or any kind of ritual which would turn someone into a
I roll
boiling pile of muck? What is
I
the
imagine it was probably
material?
something he was already made out of,
Mm.
considering the ones we already killed were molten.
He'd say he could never die now.
It's probably a benefit of living on the anvil.
You would make your way to this door. You can see glowing marks above it. When you enter inside of the space, you expect it to be a long hallway, but it terminates very quickly. At the end of the hallway, you would see what appears to be a dial with a lever that spins clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is currently pointed upwards, this dial, slash lever, and it is pointing up to a symbol that looks like an hourglass. Below it, there is a 10-pointed wheel inside of an octagon shape. Um, it looks like these are the only two things that it can be turned to or marketed to.
I bet it articulates the giant structure before the anvil.
Hmm.
I would hold my shield up between these crystals and see what happens if I interpose myself between them. I have a feeling.
Nothing.
But
We're
I'm
already-
gonna dodge.
No, you guys would have already moved past that. They
Yeah,
don't
we're already
do anything.
past this.
Okay.
Yeah, you go into this space here, and at the end of that space there's just a lever on the wall that's like on a dial that spins in rotation clockwise or anti-clockwise, and it looks like it's
Okay.
currently pointing at an hourglass symbol. And it looks like
Yeah.
if it were spun down, it would go to a symbol that's like a 10-pointed wheel inside of an octagon.
Maybe the other side has another wheel that we might have to turn. I'm not saying
I'd go and I'd
simultaneously, but-
articulate the wheel one turn clockwise.
One full turn?
One tick.
Oh, down to the bottom, because it only goes to, there's two options. Okay, so you pull it down to the 10-pointed wheel. It clicks there, and then you would hear kind of like a rumbling in the earth, and you would hear a similar sound outside in the town area that you heard outside when you were fighting the Azures and the Pyromancer escaped. You would hear the sound of cascading lava. It starts to fill in different channels and areas around you, and the main thing that you notice is it fills in that canalway, and it also fills in around the statue, which also fills the judgment circle around it.
I love it.
And Lee B, I assume you didn't go all that way, so you kind of stood there. You'd see the clay featured thing say, "No, stop. You'll kill us all."
Yeah.
You guys come back out to see the fruits of your labor. You see Lee B
Yeah, of course.
hanging out near the golem.
I'm gonna go check the other side.
Okay. Real quick.
I'd hold up my hands, showing the Dragon Eater rings.
Yeah.
I don't fear death like you. We're fated. Tell me what I want to know, or I'll do your darkest fears.
You will die, and you will burn. You don't understand how this works. It doesn't matter if you're immortal, fool. That's why I'm terrified. You bring up the red tyrant's flame. The other mage, you're going around to the other side.
Yeah.
Identical, except that the wheel in the bottom space is glowing blue, similar to the iconography outside.
Yeah. Do I just say fuck it and do it, or do I tell the party?
Go for it, bro.
Yeah, I say fuck it and do it. I flip it.
Okay, so you would notice
Curiosity killed the wizard.
you would notice a much more grand torrent of this fire descending inwards. The magma is definitely coming down in heaps at this point, and filling in the space. You can see the clay of the creature like weeping. The entire color of the space starts to grow more bright and orange. You can actually see like tents and like places that you see on the paths to here or there actually engulf in flame as it rises up and actually catches to the step level of the Miranda below. The creature on the anvil starts to melt like a weeping that seems to be kind of ominous, and its eyes are now just absolutely locked in a rictus of fear. You're mad. You're mad. In Dwarvish.
Always have been.
Okay, so I was going to ask the people who came out of the first door, please roll a perception check real quick.
Is this for vision of seeing something?
Vision,
or-
yeah, seeing something.
I'll use tactical mind.
Okay. So when you popped out, you would notice that the symbol, it kind of looked like this, the bottom symbol. It looks like this symbol here, kind of like a lattice pattern. And it kind of formulates these kind of small little diamond pattern portions of the wheel.
Okay. And that lattice pattern, that's what the dial is on the inside then, correct?
Yeah, so when you look at the dial again, let me explain again. Lever,
Okay.
think of it like an arm on a clock. It spins around like
Yeah.
this. Okay? It
Yeah.
was pointing at what appears to be a hourglass figure, just two diamonds touching tips. The bottom is the lattice pattern. In the left-sided room, it was not glowing. In the right-sided room, it was glowing. Both are currently pointing. The arms are pointing down at these, and that appears to be causing the fire to fill the rooms.
Okay. I'll set the one that had the lattice pattern mark. So one's glowing and one's not glowing, correct?
Yes, the one on the right is glowing. The one on the left is not.
I'm gonna set, basically, turn it to the lattice pattern so that it will light it. Is the mark in the room on the right? Is it marked on the lattice pattern?
Okay, pause for a second. I need you to explain without presuming anything. I need you to
Okay,
explain
so
the action
in
you're
the
taking.
right room,
The
I
right
want
room
to
is
go
lit.
look but where is the lever pointed?
Currently pointing
What pattern?
down at the wheel,
The
not
wheel.
at the hourglass. Both of them have been turned from top to down, right, Brent?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So the one on the left, I want to switch the lattice pattern.
What do you mean switch the lattice pattern? You want to turn the dials. Turn the dials the only action we're taking here. It either is pointing at the wheel, which is the lattice pattern. The wheel is the lattice pattern. They're the same.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So wheel, hourglass. Both are currently pointed at wheel.
I'll switch. Well, damn. I mean, if we switch it back, then it says it's binary. It's either on or off.
We can switch to the left one. I mean, it wasn't glowing already, so I mean, if we switch it back, maybe the glowing one will do something different.
Okay. Let's try it.
So you're changing the left one?
Yep.
Okay.
Prior it wasn't glowing. Now it's glowing.
If you change
The
it
left one hasn't been glowing at all, I don't think.
to upwards, you would hear a loud clicking sound coming from the left side of the anvil. But you'd also see in your horror as more and more and very, very much more liquid hot magma continues to descend down into this space. Your pathway for escape is basically barred.
We need to turn this shit off and get the fuck out.
And your passive egress seems to be now completely gone. There is no way for you to get out, and there does not appear to be any way for you to move forward. All you have to go on at this point is the melting clay form in the middle, and what appears to have been a very loud clicking sound coming from the left side of the anvil. Like to the left of the anvil.
Okay. I'll take a look and see it at the left side of the anvil.
Okay. Coming around, it's further to the left of the anvil. When you kind of come over to that way, you'd see down below there does appear to be a small, like, platform near the canal beneath this platform, and there appear to be these dwarvish doors. Directly above those dwarvish doors, you would see the lattice pattern. The wheel.
Oh, it's trying to catch on the wheel. That's what the clicking is.
Are any of the
Something's
wheels
trying to
lit?
catch the grooves of a wheel.
No. It's just a symbol, Dan. There's no motion
Okay.
for the wheel.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm
but
wondering what the clicking is.
clicking did come from that side and around that area. That's what I'm saying. When you switch the lever, so that lever on the left is pointed up, lever on the right is pointed down.
Are any of these wheels lit?
All of them except that one. Now that you're looking at it.
Okay. So maybe we have to try to get them all lit.
No. None of them have changed in any of these motions. Levy would be able to tell you that. But this one did go dark when the clicking sound hit.
Maybe that door's openable underneath of it.
Do you jump down there?
I'd tie a rope to the rail
Tie
so
rope
I could climb it.
Yeah, as you're starting to like do all these preparations, you'd see that the lava is moving so fast that it's literally just to jump down and kind of like take the damage, or not really take the damage, just kind of hit the ground.
All right, I'll take that. I'll do that.
You're able to parkour down. It's Art Deco. There's a lot of things to grab onto. It's totally fine. But as you're making your way down there, the last stage of this will happen, and you would hear what sounds like the screaming of a creature that foolishly thought it would live forever. Um, don't follow in his footsteps. Um, you'd also hear the crashing of the statue of Durgadin, and you'd also see everything. See this space here being the only place that isn't on fire?
Yeah.
The entirety of the place ignites, roaring flames throughout the space as the entirety of the place becomes alit. The last thing you'd hear as you close the door behind you is the cracking of the bluish-shaped crystals, or the bluish-colored crystals, and the complete and utter eradication of the space that you just left.
Proud of us, guys.
Well, we're terrible guests.
We have committed art crimes.
I'm proud of us. We burned the city down with lava.
Lava's going to continue to move downward
Someone's paying
down the
attention.
mountain.
Someone's paying attention. You come through, and you'd see that the apparent source of this lava is a massive chamber that looks like old dwarvish structure, but to the right, what appears to be massive and very terrifying bone. You don't know what creature it came from. It almost has like a serpentine pattern, as you can see the vertebrae kind of move up and along the right side of this chasm. But it looks like there might have been some sort of promenade or march up to a large set of steps. At the end of those steps, you would see a massive black pyramid that has gold kind of patterned through it, almost as if it has been broken apart and restored. You've seen this kind of thing before. Mainwind's face has a very similar reconstruction process to it. It's a specific Japanese technique whose name I can't think of right now, but basically like putting together porcelain or whatever by sealing it with gold. Also works with teeth, I guess. But yeah, this space looks very strange, and from what you can tell, there does not appear to be any method for you to escape out of this place, at least safely. The only point of interest that you can see is the pyramid.
We are bum rushing that pyramid.
Yeah, it is hot in here, but there's this very strange kind of bluish aura about that has existed since you entered into the space that seems to linger with you, even though the crystals have shattered.
What do you guys make of the runes? Dwarvish script, right?
Yes, correct. It is Dwarvish script. It does look like it's old Dwarvish runic script, and it looks like this is a seal of protection of some sort. And here at the base of the pyramid, this kind of patterning mark here, this is kind of on the outside of the pyramid proper, but it looks like it forms like a step directly up to the pyramid itself.
Do either of you read Dwarven?
I do not without a ritual that will take too long.
Okay, I'd start reading it aloud and trying to translate it.
Yeah.
And tell them.
As it's being spoken aloud, you can all hear what sounds like a very massive thing moving in the shadows. And you'd hear a voice speaking in Dwarvish. You do not need to finish the rite. I'm already awake. And you'd see a massive clawed hand land on top of the pyramid, red in scale, and gargantuan in size.
Oh no.
Oh, we're fucked.
Did we awaken you?
If it was you who set flame to Azumaten again, then yes. For this service, I will spare you your lives. However, I don't know if the mountain will be so kind. Are you...
What is your name?
Oh, presumptive of you to ask. I do not rent the privilege of my name to one so feeble. And as you're hearing this, you're also seeing it start to descend down the platform, its wings unfurling. And it is very much every bit of what you think it is. It is a massive, fucking insanely large, bright red dragon.
Red? It's
Yeah.
a red dragon? Not an ice dragon.
Not an ice dragon.
A red dragon.
An ancient, very evil looking, motherfucking red dragon.
To us.
Define nice dragon.
Fairy dragons are cute. I like those. Those guys are adorable. There's also gold are kind of cute, right? Like they got the cool woo wispy thing going on. They look like like lava lamps. I'm trying, Joe, but this one looks especially fierce and mean. But said that they wouldn't kill you.
But not spare us from.
Oh, they said the mountain's your own problem. For this,
Won't give us his name.
For this gift of my release, I suppose you. Go. Someone just pops up. Hold on. I gotta fix my cameras. Bear with me here. My twat's not ready. Hiya. Okay. That works perfect. Just need to get rid of the camera and the sound. Cool. So yeah, the dragon would say, "I will allow you a choice. How you wish to live in your final mortal moments. Do you wish to leave upon my back, be left on the summit of this mountain to find your own way? Or..." And he kind of draws his claws down to the base of the pyramid, having like the reach to do it, drags his claws across the surface of it, and seems to pull the material like water. And it seems to create this kind of void, this gap inside of the facade of the pyramid. You may enter
We're seeking
into shadow.
the sword of Rooklyn.
I am understanding of your plight. I am asking you, and I will not ask again. Into the pyramid of shadow, or back to the summit?
I'm walking into the pyramid.
The pyramid seems kind of cool. Dan likes pyramid because pyramids are cool. But riding a dragon's also really cool. And this is just a win. We're just winning.
Yeah.
We're winning
These are
right
both good options.
Fair.
I agree with everything you guys are saying.
Yep.
Like none of this
Believe
is
me, you're
bad.
just nodding. Yes.
Touching his heart, nodding.
Yeah, I like shadows.
Oh, so Shadow?
The pyramid
Levy?
of shadow.
Joe?
You decided that. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go.
Okay. Bear with me here for a second.
As I'm entering, I would say, "It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Leon Dragon Eater," and I would step in to the pyramid.
I think this will work.
Oh no, we're
When
still there.
you enter into the pyramid, hold on. Oh yes. Right. What you will come to notice is that the space around you, it appears to be swollen with darkness. Your dark vision kicks in, you pull out your light sources, you kind of prepare yourself as you enter into it. And once you gain vision, it doesn't seem like you've moved. It seems like you walked in and like walking through a mirror almost, entered into the space you were looking at in the mirror. The difference here is it's completely black, it's shadow filled, and the mist from outside seems to permeate throughout the space. Every single fleck of fire, every single movement of light, all of that, with the exception of the things that come off of your person, appears to be frozen, like no more than an etching on the page, or something kind of flipped to right. It's the exact same space that you just walked out of, but you've walked into in this very negative sense. This strangely bizarro way of it. The dragon remains above you, but does not appear to be moving whatsoever.
You think we just entered into a shadow prison that froze reality for us, and we're just like stuck here until someone else lets us out, and we're doomed?
It's possible. I mean, there's always death in Mainland.
I prefer not that option.
There are always options. I
We're gonna
would
explore.
like to see if we can exit the mountain.
Okay. So if you make your way out the way you camest, bear with me here for a second. Please work. Please do the working. I planned for this, but I'll be honest, I just don't know if it's going to do it.
I like this even more.
There we go. You come back out, and you would see I said activate. The space is as it was when you first entered. Oh no, hold on. I didn't do it right. It didn't do it right. Hold on, hold on. Alert, alert. Da, da, da.
Why do I want to pull the levers again?
Shadow lava.
Yeah. Doubly dangerous. It's got shadows in it.
Yeah, I think we need to pull the levers again. Because nothing moves, right?
Is this the one?
Nothing is appearing to move, correct?
There we go. Okay. So, it is about how you left it. Thank you for the...
Let's try and open that door.
You would see that you come out of the door, and you are below the platforms above. There was no rope, it was kind of just a jump down, but it does feel like you can kind of make your way climbing up to get back up to the railing and jump back up onto the platform above.
I'll give everybody a hand. I'll hop up there first and see if I can, like, reach down and pull them up individually. If I need to use rope, we'll use rope. But I'm trying to move as quickly as possible. If I have to, I'll heave them up. Do you know what I mean? Like, give them a foothold and then pull them up. Or I could put them on my shield and press them up.
Okay. So there's a matter of when you kind of get up to the top and, you know, are climbing up. There's a momentary bit where you don't see your ally for a moment. And as you kind of get back up to there, immediately upon like reconnecting with them and seeing them and like being in their presence, there's this very strange distortion that happens, this very strange vibe. I'll explain it thusly. So Leon helps Orlok up. Orlok tumbles over the railing, reaches down with his staff and helps you up, right? And once you get to the top, and you and Orlok kind of like, you know, look at each other, you both have the same sight, and it's your faces are gone. And then when you kind of take a second to kind of like freak out about it, and you're getting ready to like, you know, hear the sounds of Romulus and Lee B, kind of like, hey, what's going on? you look at each other again, like shaking the kind of strangeness of it, and realize you're looking at your friend as normal.
If I look back to Orlok, is his face still gone?
No, yeah, it's returned to normal.
Huh.
It was just this very momentary, like, oh, jump scare. There was probably like a
Wild.
cool stinger sound, like, in the back, like that.
Nice. That's not normal.
It's not.
That's not normal. Faces don't just disappear.
No, they don't.
All right. What do these crystals look like now? I see
The
that there's
same.
crystals that are
But-
missing.
The crystals alongside the passageways, those are gone. All of the accoutrement that's kind of present, the anvil, the massive statue, all of the town proper, except for the physical structures, has been removed from this place. Almost like it was never actually there. But everything else appears to be returned to normal, and you can see that there's a constant and measured lava flow throughout the entirety of this space. It doesn't look like it's moving, but it's there. Looks like it's been frozen in time. You make your
What do
way.
these runes say?
You make your way across to the runes on the opposite side, where the statue once was, and it says Fury.
I love it. Shield on back, Warhammer at side. I'm just gonna try and push open the door as
Nothing happens.
furiously and mightily. Okay, cool.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Maybe the switches again.
Is the lava hot?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna risk something and put my hand in it. Does it burn?
Take 20d6 of damage. No. No, yeah, you touch it, it doesn't burn.
Interesting. So can I check behind these lava waterfalls?
So the thing is when you touch it, it doesn't seem that you're distending it in any way. You are not having
Okay.
any agency on it. So it appears like the
Gotcha,
liquid
okay.
is operating similar to a solid, not allowing you to maneuver it or
Move through it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And
Had to check. Had to
we
check.
know what's behind the fire waterfalls because it's just stone. Because remember, the fire waterfalls weren't there when we started.
Yeah, I just figured maybe the fire waterfall activated and opened something up. you know?
Honestly, I'm kind of sad I didn't think about the fact that there should be something behind waterfalls, but here we are.
Yep.
It's mostly my failing
fair.
as a storyteller.
Well, I guess we continue.
I'm gonna check out these switches.
Oh God.
Okay. You go inside, and they are currently in the same patterning that you left them. One down on the left, one up on the right.
So the one on the left went down, up. The one on the right just went down.
No. Yeah, sorry, the sequence, for sure, actually, yes.
I'm gonna go take the one on the right.
And do
And
nothing
toggle
with
it
it,
up.
because as you try to move it, it has no ability to
move.
be adjusted, because it's currently temporally locked, or shadowly locked.
Frozen in a moment of time.
How do we get this door open?
Is that a door?
Yes.
It is a door.
It says
But
Fury.
considering that we can't affect anything else, it'd be assumption would be that we can't do anything with it, right? Like we can't open it, or could we open this door in the shadow realm?
That door
can't
was
touch the
open.
lava.
The door was open in the Shadow Realm. It was already left
Okay.
open. But
Okay.
yeah, you did not close it. Nobody said they tried. We kind of walked past it. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the door was already open for you.
Okay. I would assume since we couldn't move anything with the levers, if we probably can't do anything with that. But just because we are already here, and I did prepare it for doors, I'll cast knock on it.
Okay. Casting knock on it does appear to have an effect. However, you would see that the big red thing in the middle, which appears to be some sort of glass or gemstone, shines brightly, and dissipates the magic out from it, so the knocking sound actually booms out louder than it had any right to. And then the runes that say Fury on it burn red for a moment, and then go back to like a bluish glow.
Okay.
The mountain's fury. We need to burn it. Fireball?
I did get back a 3rd level spell slot. I'm gonna try Fire Bolt first, just to see if it's that straightforward.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
That will hit it. When you hit it, it does kind of cause the reddish glass crystal to crack. But it doesn't really have much of an effect, because I'm assuming that your maximum damage... I mean, yeah, go ahead and click the damage for me.
Pretty big damage.
No, it's not bad, but it's not enough. What you
Yeah,
would
it
know...
be enough.
What you would know about objects is objects typically have like a hardness value, and you have to kind of exceed. So yeah, small little cracks is all that kind of flares out from that.
I look at Romulus. You know Fireball, don't you?
I do.
I guess the best thing that you would learn from that experiment, just so we understand it, is it doesn't look like the fire was doing a lot of damage to it. It just looks like damage was being done to it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought it was just a matter of crank up the heat.
The heat. No. It doesn't seem like the fire is the part.
I mean, I could just take Shatter Spike.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay. I would draw Shatter Spike, go to this, and use... I guess it could be bludgeoning or slashing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll bludgeon it with Shatter Spike.
Absolutely. So as you bring the blade to bear, no attack roll is needed, because it is an inanimate object. Targeting it and shooting it from a distance is a little different. But as you kind of bring the blade to bear and slam into it, you'd see it shatter the entirety of the glass and break it. And when that happens, there's this very dense field of like kind of pops out from that space. The lava starts to move, but it appears to be at a manageable level, and everything begins to glow again at a manageable level. Here, why is there no option to select all on this layer? I don't know why that's the case, but the main thing that kind of goes away is the strange bluish glow that was present in both the land you came from and the interior of the shadow pyramid. The door opens before you. It appears to open out to the mountain itself, which is not correct. That should not be the case. And there appears to be a massive stone bridge that goes out from where this is opening out onto, and it seems to just very, 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 very long amount of bridge over to another portion of the mountain itself. On the opposite side of that portion, like the thing that the bridge appears to be coming to, is a massive statue of an imp with a massive belly. Its legs kind of stretched out to the sides of the bridge, and it appears you're walking up to its belly where it has its hands above the opening to another door. From what you can tell, this appears to be a long enough path that it will take some time to walk across. It appears that this would lead you to the next hall. Inside of this space, you would note that the anvil being gone is a beacon. This spot right here can be lit and utilized as a beacon, and it appears that you have broken and bypassed the ritual presence that was here. So you can see that the runes are gone, the markings are gone, all of the defenses are gone, and you can leave out the way you came and make your way down the mountain. You can firewalk if you wish, or you can make your way across the bridge. And unfortunately, pacing wise, I didn't really have much else besides, so I should have just had you guys fight the clay golem. I'll just have you fight the clay golem.
All right.
As the worlds connect, you would see the melted frame of the thing kind of like merge up, and angrily the pyromancer in its clay body would yell out in Dwarvish, "You die!" Feels so forced. I think you guys would take it in 30 minutes. Let's fucking go. You're getting the experience for it anyways. Fuck it.
Love it.
I'm so sorry for that.
This was cool.
That was bad writing. I should have.
This was a fucking bad. No, it was great. It was
No,
great
yeah,
writing.
I just didn't pace it. I didn't pace it perfectly. I'm a little.
No, it's even better.
It's fine. It's fine. It's even fine. Go ahead and click your token and roll initiative because we're fighting for the last 30 minutes. Because fuck it. Too good. Actually, I'm gonna try. Was it this one? Was it this? No, it wasn't that. Was it? Maybe it was this one. Hell yeah. Joe, you there? You think he fell asleep?
I
I think
don't
he
know.
forgot how to talk.
Maybe he's muted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Because his Zoom went off, and I don't know. I can throw his initiative for him. If he's not there, we can just go ahead and kibosh this. I'm okay with it. I think we're good. Is everybody okay with ending a little early? I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can travel back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When we travel back.
But there's nothing. There's no
Nothing.
random encounters or
that's
anything.
fine.
Yeah, just a downhill.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Thanks for watching those that did. We are going to go ahead and end it, actually. I don't... It just feels weird. But they've already got the experience for the clay golem, so don't feel bad for them. You just don't have to roll dice for it. Even though that's why they came, right? We will pick you... Or we will see you tomorrow for A Song of Ice and Fire. We will see you on Wednesday for more of this. And have a great evening and rest of your life.